welcome back. Today is Monday, April 22nd, and we are doing Amazon Live Q&A tonight. I am on today. It's not going to be too long a broadcast today because I have a few things I have to do tonight. So I got to make sure I get that taken care of and get that done. But I was going over some keywords and keyword training the other day, and it was a very good training. I felt that there was a lot of information that was given. Also, I was using a few programs out there, Jungle Scout and Helium 10. Helium 10 is something that I was using recently. They were able to give me a nice discount code um, for 50% off the product itself. And also, they were able to give me a 10% off the product for Helium 10. So I'm going to leave that in the description below for you guys. It will say discount code, and you guys will have access to that and be able to use one or the other. You cannot use both, but it's just something that you guys can use and use it for your research and what have you. Today, I was able to get on with Bradley from Helium 10, and he explained quite a bit of stuff to me on Cerebro, and so that was pretty good. I got quite a bit of training on that, so that worked out really, really nice. So, hey, what's going on there, Steve? AV, what's happening? And so tonight is not a whole lot going on tonight. I'm just going to answer some questions. If you guys have questions or what have you, feel free to ask, and we will answer those questions for you and so forth. But I wanted to do just a little bit, just show you guys a little bit about Helium 10 itself, and that way you guys have an idea and kind of go from there. So let me go ahead and see what I could do about getting onto this here and show you guys the computer. So we were talking earlier, a couple days ago, we were talking about soap dispensers. So I wanted to show you guys the soap dispensers on Helium 10. So let me go here. Actually, I have to grab that ASIN and get that ASIN. So I want to get the ASIN of the one that I was looking at. And so what we were doing is we were trying to figure out on the soap dispensers, which ones sold good, how to find them, and so forth. So I'm going to show you guys how to kind of pinpoint that and get that. So we were looking at this one right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab this ASIN here. And we're going to copy this ASIN, and we are going to go to Cerebro. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and take this one out. Paste that on there. So the simplest way to do this, guys, this is Cerebro, and this is a reverse ASIN lookup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the top keywords for this soap dispenser and show you guys how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to grab the competitors. So I'm going to go right here to competitors. But the first thing that you're going to have to do is put in an ASIN of the product itself. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to put this product in, and then we're going to get the keywords. But before we get the keywords, I want to find out about the competition itself. So we're going to go ahead and load up the competition to see if we can get that there. So we have 10 different products that we can choose from. So what I want to do is I want to choose something that is close, similar to it. So you see this green outside box right here. Once you know that you have it and it's a product that you want to compare it to, you just keep highlighting them. So we're going to highlight anything that's close to it. And we'll probably do we'll do a few of them here. So you guys kind of get the idea. All right. So we'll do 7 out of the 10. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just close this out. And then now we have all the keywords that are pretty much all in here. So they're all been put in here. And now we're going to go ahead and grab these keywords. All right. We're going to do a new search on it. And so what it's doing now is it's searching for all these ASINs, trying to get all the keywords for your competition. And we're going to be setting some parameters also when we do this. I really like Helium 10. I really like the keyword research, and it's just one of the new tools that I'm using personally, and it's working out perfectly. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask the questions now while you can. That way, I can answer the questions for you, and hopefully we can get everything answered for you guys tonight. So a good way of checking this now is it's all came in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just hit this box here. This kind of gives you all the ones that are there, right? So you have an idea. So if we simply look right here, and we're going to look at this right here, we have 3,900 keywords that has been filtered out. So what I want to do is I want to go right here under match type, and I want to look for organic. Okay, I want to look for organic. So we have sponsored and organic. So I want to check out organic, and just going to go ahead and click on here, and then I'm going to hit apply. Once I hit apply, watch what happens to the keywords here that are being filtered. This is how we're going to filter it down to get the keywords that really matter. So we're going to go ahead and hit apply. And as you can see, it went from 3,900 to 2,376 for the filtered keywords. Now what I want to do is I want to get even more. So I'm going to hit advanced keywords right here. And we're going to put in a few things here. So what I want to do is ranking competitors. Now remember, we got seven competitors right here. So I want to find out all the keywords that are related to every single competitor that we have, the same keyword that is found in all of these competitors. So we have 7 competitors. And we're looking for one keyword that all the competitors are using. So we're going to go ahead and rank the competitors. We're going to go ahead and put 7 here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit apply right here, and watch what happens to the filtered keywords. We're going to go ahead and filter it down even more. So we have 0 for filtered keywords. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and lower this ranking competitor. We're going to drop that down to 4. Let's see, because not all 7 are finding it. So let's go ahead and we'll do 4. All right, we have 412. So we have at least 4 competitors that are using the same keywords here. So in other words, I want to get it down even more. So I have 412 keywords that I'm trying to find here that we're going to use for our listing. So I want to do search volume. So I'm going to do a minimum of 500 searches on here, and we're going to see what happens on this filter keywords. Hit apply. And now we have 64. Now we have 64 great keywords that we can really go after. And what I want to do is I want to find out their position, or where they're ranked, and everything else like that, and the keywords. So we're looking at all these keywords right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit search volume, and I want to get the most searches. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. All right, so we have soap dispenser here, as you can see, that has the most search volume here. So we're looking at this, and this right here organically is ranked 28. Okay, and so the competitor ranking is 27, and we're going to look right here under the sponsored rank. This right here is gold, because it tells you, for example, we're going to use this. This is ours. We're going to pretend this is our product right here, right? So this product right here is going to be, we're going to show you where it's ranked on the soap dispenser. So if we go right here and we click on this, as you can see, the bold the one that is bold, the ASIN that's bold, that's ours. So that is in the third position. Okay, and then you have your competitors, as you can see, in the 15th position, the 68th position, and the 82nd position. So now we know for that particular keyword, soap dispenser, what we're ranking as far as sponsored rank. Okay, now let's take a look at soap dish. Soap dish right here. We're the only one that is ranked on that, and there's nobody else. So we're doing sponsored ads on Soap Dish. They're not doing sponsored ads on Soap Dish. Kind of gives you an idea where you're at and where you're ranked. If you look at these right here, same thing. You have yours up on top, and then you have your competitors right in the 28th position, and you're in the 10th position itself. Now, what I like to do also is I did this by search volume to kind of find out which ones are being ranked really, really high and so forth. And now I'm going to go ahead and do this position rank right here. I want to find out where I'm ranked. So you can rank it by high to low and low to high. And we're going to go ahead and rank this low to high. So I'm going to hit this one more time. And so right now we are in the 5th position when it comes to auto soap dispenser touchless. Now, if we look right here, we're in the 5th position. So we're pretty good when it comes to that. And I just want to show you guys, if you were doing sponsored ads and you were trying to figure out exactly what keywords to go after and which ones were going to be good, then you kind of look at this program here, and it will give you a lot of great information when it comes to that. You could do this with sponsored ads. You could do this with organic ranking itself. And so you can see as right here, this is a sponsored rank. So if we were to do a sponsored ad on automatic soap dispenser, you can see right here we're ranked #1 on that particular product under a sponsored rank. So we're paying for that. And then organically we would find that over here. So, okay. All right. Hopefully this helped you out. I'm just kind of showing you guys how to filter this down for the keywords for the product that you're actually searching for. So once again, you had a total of 4,000 keywords to start out with. You had a total of one, two, three, four, five, six other ASINs, your competitors that you were dealing with. And so you can find out what were the major keywords by just doing that simple step on this program. This is called Cerebro, and this is a reverse ASIN lookup. I just wanted to show you guys this fairly quickly. That way you guys can see this. I do have a coupon code for it for you guys to get a discount on this. And it's pretty good. It's really, really good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to get Bradley on live either next week or the week after. Try to get him live. He's going to explain the whole program for us and kind of show you, you know, what this program is all about and how to work with this program. And it's going to only help you guys out. I do still use Jungle Scout. And I'm just adding this to the arsenal and making sure that we have all phases covered, you know. So we want to be able to make sure that we're doing everything that we should be doing to get ranked even higher. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the keyword training that I had a couple of days ago, and hopefully you guys learned quite a bit on that. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from members and a few other people that have called me and said that it was priceless. And if you enjoyed this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. I got 1 thumbs down already. Wow. So anyways, see who's on tonight. Forbidden Identity, what's happening? We have AV, Maserati, Steve, what's up there, Steve? Eduardo, what's going on, Eduardo? Joe, what's up there, Joe? So, like I said, tonight is going to be very, very short. I didn't want to keep this too long tonight because I just wanted to show you guys a few things here, and that way you had this information. What's up there, William Barber? Um, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. Right now is a good time to ask, and we can get that taken care of. But I am using Helium 10, and I really like the program itself. Um, you can find a lot of great keywords with this program, and I'm finding that out. I was looking at a competition, a really highly rated product, um, looking at that, and that really helped out with the helium. Uh, I found a lot of great keywords for that, and I think one of my members is selling that particular product itself, and it was very highly competitive, but it helps out a lot when you are creating your listings and making sure that you're putting your keywords in the right areas for your listings themselves. So, but all right. So hopefully everybody is doing good. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I had a fabulous weekend. Sales were through the roof, and I could not believe how many sales that I did yesterday for Easter Sunday. It was ridiculous, and so hopefully you guys had the same thing. Hopefully your sales were great. If not, then you can. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for to go out there and make sure that you guys are doing what you should be doing, creating your listings a little better now that there's new things that are happening. So cool. As a matter of fact, we were talking about the free removal earlier, and that is, I think, almost over. The free removal itself, taking your product out and making sure that you get that taken care of. There was a few other things too. Also, um, the phone number for seller support, they kind of took that away now, so you have to go into your phone now and go through that route and have them call you through your phone through the Seller's Central app. That's something that you guys should be aware of if you guys want to contact seller support and get that taken care of. Steve says, like what you just showed using Helium 10 products. Appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, it does help out quite a bit. There is a lot more that I want to show you guys, but I kind of want the expert to show you that. So that's why we're going to try to get Bradley on here, and we're going to be able to do that live. He did talk to me today, and we are going to set up a time, possibly either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure. Where he can come in, and he said he'd give us about a half an hour to an hour of our time to show everybody how to use this program and how it works. And today I was gracious enough to get some coupon codes. So in the description below, you're going to find two coupon codes, Tech Daddy 10 and Tech Daddy 50. And you get 50% off the program itself for the first month. If you use that code, if you use the Tech Daddy 10, you will get 10% off lifetime. And another thing that was told was they do have a 100% money back guarantee. So if you're not happy with it for any reason, they will honor the 100% money back guarantee. And you also have 30 days to get that program to use that code. So you're going to use that code and you'll have 30 days for that. They do have some parts in their program where you can test it out for 30 days, and that's pretty cool too. It has a little timer right there. It kind of shows you the days that you have left, and you can take advantage of that, and then you can always reorder. It's like a trial basis where you go out there and you try that. So yeah, so today has been, like I said, it's been phenomenal. When it comes to sales, sales are increasing. Summer months are starting to get here, and this is Amazon's busy time. It's going to start to pick up. It's going to start to pick up even more in June and July. Those are the most busiest months for Amazon. If you guys are new and it's something that you're thinking about, and I kind of get this answer all I get this question all the time is they want to know if Amazon is saturated in any way, and so I kind of feel that it's not at all. I mean, it has so much more room to grow. The business is growing. I've been doing this for 12 years, and it's constantly getting better, better, and better. But there's people out there that are kind of just given the impression that the sky is falling and you better hurry up and get in. And in some cases, it's too late. And that's not the case. The case is that you are selling in the number one platform on the internet today, and I don't care if you are a seller or you're a customer, and you just think of yourself as a customer. If you buy products from Amazon, then and that kind of tells you yourself that you go to Amazon to buy products. And then can you imagine if you're doing sales on Amazon and making money off of Amazon itself? It is possible to do $10,000 a month. That is possible. There's a lot of people doing it. Um, they they're not going to sit there and give you the whole piece of the pie at first, and that's something that you're going to have to try to get used to. It's not like eBay or anything else like that. You go to Shopify and sell on Shopify. Amazon kind of just they're very professional when it comes to it, and they will go out there and feed you just a little bit. It's same thing like with sponsored ads. If you have a great account and the account is in great standings and you start doing sponsored ads, you start spending money, they pay attention to that. And then they pay attention to the people who are spending money on their platform, and they give them the love. So if I was going out there and doing $200 a day on sponsored ads, as opposed to somebody who was doing $10 a day in sponsored ads, obviously I'm going to get more impressions. Obviously, I'm going to get more in detail of what I'm trying to sell. I'm going to get more sales, hopefully, eventually, when it comes to me spending the money that I'm spending. Now, a lot of people will think that because you put $200 a day, that you're going to be spending $200 a day, and that's usually not the case. It just depends on the product itself. Depends how you go out there and do it. I was showing a couple of days ago about keywords and talk about automatic campaigns and talk about manual campaigns. And you save a lot of money when you do manual campaigns and you pick the keywords that are relevant to your product and are going to sell your product. That it really comes into play. And the new structure that you have to go through for the algorithm now is totally different than it was 6 months ago. And that's why sales have increased and have increased quite a bit, because if you made those changes, you're going to notice that your sales should increase quite a bit and you should be doing a lot more. And with Helium 10 and Jungle Scout, you're able to use those software platforms to go out there and isolate the keywords that are going to work for you. And once those start to work for you, you're going to realize what I'm talking about when you're saying that you're going to spend $200 a day or $150 a day or $100 a day, and more than what you normally spend, and then all of a sudden your sales start to increase. I used an example where I had one keyword and I spent $47 on the one keyword, and I made over $700 in sales just with the one keyword, and that kind of tells you that keyword was working for me. And so you target those keywords, and once you know how to do that, it just becomes easier. Becomes a lot easier. Uh, there's a lot of information out there on YouTube and on the internet, but there's not a whole lot of people going out there and showing you exactly how to do it, and that's what you have to know. If you know that and you know how to do it, then you're going to be comfortable with your sales and you're going to be confident with your sales. And if you are that, then it just makes things a lot easier selling on Amazon. All right, Eric, what's up there, Eric? Eric says, um, let's see. Eric says, "Hi Henry, how to ungate restricted categories?" You're going to have to put in a request to get ungated. And that has to go through Amazon, and Amazon will either ungate you or keep you gated. But most of the time, it's going to be starting with sales. Now, if you are doing sales and you're trying to apply for a new category, then there's a lot of factors that are involved. Now, I think the easiest way to get ungated from any category that is restricted is to make your sales in other categories that are open and put out good content. Put out great listings. One of the biggest issues and biggest problems people face about not getting ungated is their images. A lot of times, that's the first thing that Amazon will look at is how professional are your images. If you can get your images and you could make sure that they are very professional, it looks like you put a lot of work into them, and then you have a great listing, and you have sales that come in through a different category, it's going to help you. It's going to help you get ungated. That's the first thing that I would do is if it was me and I was going to get ungated, and I'm ungated in all categories. So for me, I've been ungated for a long time. But for those of you that are brand new, what I would do is I would find a product and put it in a gated category and then ask for the approval. But before I did that, I would make sure that I created a killer listing. Make sure that that listing is so superb, great bullet points, titles, descriptions, search terms. Make sure that your images are on point. Make sure that you have 12 images, 11 images instead of one or two images. Make sure that that's all filled up. Make sure that you optimize your images with certain keywords. That helps out. That's not everything, but it does help out. And a lot of it comes into play when they do check your account. If your account has great feedback, great reviews on other products, it becomes easier to get ungated. And so all that comes into play. So you want to make sure that you do all that just to get ungated in certain categories. Now, if you can get ungated in beauty, uh, you know, that's a one step ahead, and you kind of think of it this way. You think of it as gated categories are gated for a reason. They got high selling products. Those products sell extremely well. They're going to be into a category that is going to be great, that people are always looking at, like an everyday product, and they want to go out there and buy that product. And they'll put it in categories like beauty that is um, gated. And once you get in, you have these new competitors, these new sellers out there that can't get in. So they're kind of on the outside looking in, and that's your opportunity to shine and start selling your product. and making sure that your listings are superb, making sure that they're optimized, they got great keywords, great images, again, description, bullet points, even on the back ends, making sure your search terms are there and all your other fields filled out, and you'll be okay with that. All right. Uh, guys, I mean, give me some thumbs up if you like this. If you like this information, I would appreciate that. Um, yeah, that helps me out too with my videos. Gets me ranked a little better when you guys go ahead and give me those thumbs up and thumbs down that I just got. Oh well, there's one or two of you out there that like to watch my videos but don't like to watch my videos. That's okay. That's fine. KR Smith, hello, what's happening? What's going on? Hopefully you guys are doing good. And again, hopefully you guys had a great weekend, and you got another good weekend coming up. 4th of July weekend is the next big weekend. That's the one where on that weekend you make sure you have your products, make sure you're stocked, make sure you don't run out of stock, make sure you don't have any problems whatsoever with your merchandise themselves. For example, like myself, I'm getting ready to leave, get out of the country on vacation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that all my products are stocked and well stocked in Amazon's FBA program. So even when I'm out of the country, Amazon is still selling for me. So I don't need to put my stuff on vacation until I'm ready to go. And when I do merchant fulfilled, I put that stuff on vacation, but the stuff that I have in Amazon's FBA is going to continue to sell. It always continues to sell, even when you put yourself on vacation, because they want to get rid of that product. And so if it's in there, it's going to sell. It's there to sell. It's not on vacation. And so when you do put your product on vacation, that does help you out quite a bit. Also, another trick too is if you guys have products that are inactive, make sure that you guys close those listings. Once you close the listings, you'll be able to relist the listings. If you do not close the listings, it shows a 0 on it every single day, and that hurts your inventory. And you want to make sure that your inventory is in check. And the better control that you have on inventory, the better you're going to be in Amazon's eyes. So anything that is inactive and that is just sitting there and you see a big fat 0, and this is merchant fulfilled. We're talking merchant fulfilled. We're not talking Amazon FBA. But just go into your listings, into your back office, and check your merchant fulfilled inactives. And if you see a bunch of 0s on there, and on the right hand corner right there, if you don't see relist, then you didn't close the listing. And closing the listing is going to help you out tremendously. If you do not close the listing, it's like you in the back of the line and you're not going to go anywhere because you have so much stuff on your back, right? You're running this race and you're trying to get there to the front a little quicker. So once you close those listings, they start taking stuff off your back. You can run faster. You can get out to the front of the line. That's exactly what you're going to do. And the nice thing about it is once you close the listing, you'll be able to relist, and it will tell you relist. You click on relist, and all the information saved. Everything has been saved. All you're going to do is just relist it, ready to go. And it's like you being put back in the front of the line of where you left off. And that's the beauty about it. The BSR ranking, and when we talk about the BSR ranking, if you don't close your listing, your BSR ranking will continue to rise, go higher and higher if you're not selling products. But if you close it, then your BSR ranking kind of just stops right there. Doesn't go up any higher. So it's easier for you to rank on the first page, the second page, when you get back on and you start selling more products. All right. ABC 109. ABC 109. Let's see what he says. He says, if I want my PC cost to be 50 cents or 90 cents, what bid do I put in? Pay-per-click cost to be 50 cents or 90 cents. What bid do I put in? You put in, well, you just basically, I don't know what you're trying to say. If you are trying to figure out daily of your daily sales, or are your pay-per-click, per unit. If it's that, you just put in your 50 cents or 90 cents and find out where you rank. Um, I have I think I have a video. I have a video on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it here. But there's a video on YouTube that I just did that explains it, ABC. So take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can show you that here. And let me see if I can find it first before I go out there and give it to you guys. Let me get into it. And I think I just did that a couple days ago. And let's see if I can find it here. So if I'm looking at it, oh, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Amazon Live, bring down the Amazon pay-per-click cost fast. No, I don't think that one was it. I think, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This one has 338 reviews. I just did this one a couple of days ago. Amazon pay-per-click 2019, step-by-step keyword training for free. Take a look at that video. It's an hour and 41 minutes long. Gives you so much good information about that, about your pay-per-click costs and all that. It is going to help you out. So make sure that you take a look at that video. That video is definitely going to help you, ABC, and it will explain keywords and will explain the cost and everything else like that. I did do I did an automatic campaign for keywords also, but I did it for 5 cents and I did it for 10 cents per click. And I tested that out, and I think I spent $20 a day or what have you. I tried that under automatic campaigns on my products. I put all my products in both those campaigns themselves, and I got sales. I actually got sales off of the 10 cent per click. And so my ACOS was at 4%. And it did work. So what I did is I increased it from 10 cents to 15 cents to see if I get more sales. And you kind of keep an eye on that. I do that every week. So you can do an automatic campaign for 5 cents, and then you can do an automatic campaign for 10 cents and test every single one of your products, put every single one of your products that are active in those campaigns, and test it for a week and see if you get sales. A lot of times you won't get the sales, but there are some keywords that it's searching for, and the bid is so low that it does give you a sale, and that's it did give me a sale, and I was really impressed. I was like, wow, okay, cool. The 10 cent campaign gave me the sales itself, and so I was happy about that. And so I increased it to 15 cents. And then next week, that 10 cent campaign went from 15 cents, and then I'll increase it next week. And I do Sunday to Sunday just to kind of see. And if I get any sales. And next week I'll do 20 cents, and then I'll continue to raise it. And as you gradually start to raise your costs per click, you should see a little bit more sales on these automatic campaigns. There are guys out there that do the automatic campaigns, and they do $1 a click, $1.50 a click, and on automatic campaigns. Well, the algorithm has changed, And I'm finding the best way to kind of do this is to test it that way. Don't spend a whole lot of money on automatic campaigns anymore like we used to. Manual campaigns are going to be the way to go, and you're going to isolate the keywords that are actually working for you. And the ones that are working for you, obviously, we're going to put more money and more stock into those, and those should increase your sales. And then the other keywords that were not working for you, giving you zero sales, but giving you tons and tons of clicks. And say you have 30 clicks on that one keyword, but it gave you zero sales. We can put those into the negative keywords column and get those out, and that will help your campaign also. There's a lot more to it than that, but if you guys are interested in the training, I'm actually creating another course for keyword training and pay-per-click training, and that's going to be offered fairly quickly on my website at techdaddyvideos.com under my packages. That's going to be a little cheaper, but you will be able to take that training specifically for keywords and pay-per-click, and I will be able to look at your account. I will be able to look at your keywords, and I will be able to sit there and help you optimize those keywords if you sign up for that training itself. And it's going to be a training where it's going to take a lot of my time, I think, personally, just because I have to work with these individuals one on one, and I have to work with their campaigns and everything else. So that will be on a scheduled basis only. But I'm getting that set up with my web designer to where she goes out there and puts that in there, and you guys are able to sign up for that, and I'm able to help you out with your campaigns and get you more sales. That's the whole idea. So just so you guys know, and I mentioned it last time, for keywords themselves, you want to get, basically you are getting these keywords that you do like on your automatic campaigns and your manual campaigns, the sponsored ads, the ones that really go up on top, and they go right on the top or on the side or in the front page. The whole idea is to pay for sponsored ads so you can organically rank and off those keywords. Once you start to organically rank, people make the mistake of shutting down their sponsored ads, but you think of it as this. You think of it as a wheel for you, and you basically are using sponsored ads to keep that wheel rolling. Once you get rid of the sponsored ads, your campaign, your listings will run out of gas, and then your sales start to decline again. So you constantly want to make sure that even though your sales starting to increase and they're starting to go higher, and you're doing more sales, keep the drive up, keep the sponsored ads going, and making sure that they work. And a lot of that is going to go into your manual campaigns, your advanced keywords, and work off of that, and you should be fine. You should be having more sales and more attraction just by doing that method itself. And I notice, and I have Steve also, that we're training together, kind of working with each other, and I've seen his products really start to take off, really start to increase, and we know it's working, and we know that it works very, very well. Along with my products, exact same thing. Changed a few things with the new. I'm not going to say it's a new algorithm, but it's a new way that Amazon is looking at your listing to get you out there to the right people for sales. If I can be direct with that and kind of say, it's not like it used to be a year and a half ago. There's a lot more things now that you have to do. You have to do in order to get your listings really in the front of the line. And when you're in the front of the line, people see you first, and then sales start to happen. See, the whole idea is to make sure that you are doing it, making sure that your listings are there and they are working for you, and they are making sales for you. I don't get the idea of guys out there doing retail arbitrage, and they just go out and they put, you know, 200, 300 items on Amazon, and then they um, make 6 sales out of the 300 items, and then they say, oh yeah, we're doing great. But Amazon works a little differently. And I preached this a long time ago in 2016 when I was sitting in my truck, and I was telling you guys, when you find products and you find that product that you can sell over and over and over and over again, then your BSR ranking starts to really go down. And if you're on the first page, that's the whole idea. And that has not changed at all. So that's why I have products out there that I don't have more than 36 products out there throughout my 12 years that I've been doing this. And like I said, my products are being seen even more. What's up there, One Click? Hi, Susan. Susan Platt says hello. One Click Deals, New York. Hi, Henry. Oh, great. Let's answer that question. One Click Deals, New York. Hi, Henry. How many keywords should be in the manual campaign for pay-per-click? Well, there are a lot of guys out there that are going to tell you that you should have 100 to 150 to 200 keywords in your manual campaign. I suggest get the top 20 keywords and work with those. That's it. 20 keywords and work with those. You will know when you do a search term report which keywords are making you sales, which keywords are not making you sales. And if you're able to identify that and get those keywords and use those keywords for your manual campaigns, things will be much, much better. Now, you have three different types of the keywords, the categories that you put them in. You have the broad, you have the phrase, and you have exact. Okay. Ideally, what you want to make sure that you do is have every single keyword that's working for you in exact. And exact is pretty much what it is. Is it remote control? Okay. So if you say remote control, that is going to be a keyword that is specific. And you're going to put that in exact. Now, if you have a black remote control, then that would go under phrase. And then the more broader it is, black remote control for Samsung TV, that's your broad sentence, and you would put that in there as broad, but that will cost you a little bit more. So um, I kind of explained it on the last video. Is you're going to spend a lot more money on exact because it's exactly what it is, but you're going to get a lot of sales coming from exact. And then you go into phrase. And phrase, you will spend less money in phrase, but you may get just as much sales. Broad is, there's so many keywords in broad that you could be ranking for a specific keyword like Samsung TV instead of black or remote control. So if you had black remote control for Samsung TV, you may be spending money on a broad sentence for Samsung TV, but that's not what you're selling. You're selling a remote control. But that's what broad is, so it will be cheaper, but it's like an automatic campaign. You think of automatic campaign as this. An automatic campaign is where Amazon, you give them $200 a day, and they put it on whatever keyword they want to put it in. Okay, they just do this all day long. Here you go, put it on this one, put it on this one, put it on this one. Now, if you're doing a manual campaign, you have control of your own keywords, not Amazon. You. So you go out there and say exact, and you put on there remote control on exact, then you're targeting that keyword and you put in a cost per click for that keyword. So if I sat there and I say I want to put 50 cents on that particular keyword, I put 50 cents on that keyword and see where I get ranked. And then I start moving my rank up higher and lower on the cost per click. And that you know where I'm at in that position. I showed that on that one video. Slaying Beats, what's happening there, Slaying Beats? Will late shipments affect product listing rank? Yeah, it's gonna affect your late shipments. Is gonna affect your matrix. Your account could get shut down if you are screwing up on your matrix. On your matrix, it kind of shows you a percentage of where you should be and you know what you should be. So pay attention to that on your late shipments. You do not want to be late when you're doing merchant fulfilled. Okay, so that's late shipments are for merchant fulfilled, and so if for some reason you get a late shipment on fulfilled by Amazon and it comes up, or somebody gives you a bad review because the shipment was late, then you can simply call Amazon and tell them that there was a late shipment due to Amazon's FBA and just got another sale. Um, so they will remove that for you, and you want to make sure that that gets removed because those will hurt you. As a matter of fact, I just had one. Um, I just had one that came in that gave me a 1 star, and I have nothing but 5 stars on my account. I have a 4.8 out of 5 stars, but when I received the 1 star, it brought it down to 4.6 out of 5 stars, and I was like, it just came in. I read the comment, and the comment was that they received 1 out of the 2 products, but it was a product that I didn't even sell. And according to my listing, it was totally different from the review that they left me, and they even said what the product was. So what I did is I wrote back to them saying, I think you left a review on the wrong product. Can you remove it, please? And then what I did is I went straight to Amazon and I disputed it in the back office with Amazon. And within 5 minutes after the dispute, it was removed. It was gone. They took it off. So I really didn't even have to send a message to the consumer, to the buyer, because they already removed it, and it brought my matrix back up to 4.8 out of 5 stars, which is excellent. So keep an eye on it. That really can affect you, and the late shipments, definitely pay attention to that. You do not want late shipments. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but in order to help you with the late shipments is once you get an order, once you get that order and that order comes in, and say you don't plan on shipping it out for 2 days, complete the shipment in your back office. Make sure that you go in there, you buy the shipping, just buy the shipping, and then have the label sitting right there. So the label is basically in your hand. You have the label's here, and you're going to go out and you're going to put this label on your product when you're ready to ship it out. As long as that label is printed, your shipment is not late. It is it's saying that it's on its way. If you do like one day and you go yeah, if you go, and I will put that on there, if you go one day, say for example you have a 2 day shipping, okay, you have to get that product out within 2 days, so you're going on your second day and it hasn't been shipped. Just go back in there, buy the shipping, make sure you buy the shipping. Once you buy that shipping or confirm shipment, But if you confirm shipment, you better write down that order number, because once you confirm the shipment and it's confirmed, you'll lose it in the back office. So make sure that you write that order number down if you're going to confirm the shipment. Then you can go back into it later and put in a tracking number that way. And once you put in that tracking number, you should be fine. Okay, if you're going down to the post office and do that. Slain Beat says, yeah, my shipment's at 13%, and it has to be under 4. You're lucky your account is not getting shut down. You're lucky that they haven't noticed that, to where that product that you're selling or whatever your problem is, that your account is not flagged or what have you. What they usually do, Slain Beats, is they will go out there and call you if you have a phone number on your account and ask you why your product is being shipped late. And that right there, 13%, you're on borderline of getting that product and um, getting your account suspended. So make sure that you're on top of it, even from this point on. I had a case like that too, where I was out of town and I was doing my manual products and so my merchant fulfilled products. So I was doing my merchant fulfilled products in a hotel room, and my printer took a dump, and I'm like, oh boy. So I called Amazon and ordered a brand new printer, had it delivered to the hotel, but I was one day late on 5 of my orders. And that late shipment, that Slain Beats was showing at 13%. That stays there for a while. That stays there for at least 6 months, and it's hard to get that removed. And you really have to kind of keep an eye on that. All right. All right, guys, I appreciate it. We're going on 57 minutes, almost an hour here. So I'm going to call this an early one tonight. And so we'll catch you guys on the next video. Once again, thanks for the questions. Appreciate that. We will feel free to give me a thumbs up. I would like that. Also, for those of you that are brand new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Once you hit that notification bell, it will let you know when I go live, and you get some good, valuable information. Next week, I plan on having one of the guys from Helium 10 to do some training here live on YouTube, and that's going to be pretty good. I will make that announcement on my Facebook page. Also, I will make that announcement on my private members group about the special training that we're going to have for that. And so look out for that. I appreciate you guys, and you guys have a good one. We will see you guys on the next video. See ya. Peace.